Hey friends, and welcome to another episode of Lotek Health. Let ourselves translate expert knowledge. Today is Let's Talk Tickers on Taco Tuesdays. How is everybody doing? Let's talk tickers. The heart, le corazón un puño contra sangre. The heart is a fist wrapped in blood. And sometimes we ask ourselves when we make decisions, is our heart in the right place? Is it in the right place? It is a little center to the left, just left of center. But that means, are we making the most conscionable decision? And in this case that I was touching on yesterday with our homeless population, we're not. Our heart's not in the right place. We are being unconscionable by allowing the wonderful free will to give rope to hang themselves and not treat their mental illness. We've decided freedom is the right to refuse care, which, okay, we get it. Again, harkening back into the EMTALA, Emergency Medical Treatment Active Labor Act, it's got to be an emergency before we intervene. And if you say, hey, I got sandwiches and I got a shelter I can get under a tarp, you can go home. It's not an emergency. But there's no oversight to see if you're actually going to take your medication. It's going to keep you, hopefully, on an even keel and not, fall into those command hallucinations again. Those evil little whispering voices. But that's not enough. Again, it's not just medicine. We have a great number of people, this is a new term to me, have anosognosia, which is the inability to provide insight on one's lack of reality. It's look exactly what it is up. The word anosognosia. It's a deficit of self-awareness, a condition in which a person with a disability is unaware of having it, which, when you get to that point where you lose touch with reality, you don't have a balance of what you should do, who you should be, or what is right or wrong. And if you kill somebody, they'll put you in a mental institution, but up until that point, they won't. Even though you have the lack of reality seed planted, what are we gonna do? We're gonna talk turkey when we're talking tickers on this Taco Tuesday? I don't know. A lot of people have problems, anger at their job, economy, politics, a lot of separation from what should be in their mind and what is. Do we need to reevaluate that? Do we need to provide them some sort of outlet? We all have this issue. I think it may come from, I don't know, I'm scratching my head on it. It may stem from a lack of this profound actualization of what's an author been reading calls a birth vision. What your spirit, if you believe in that sort of thing, deemed necessary out of your life. What is your big goal? What was your big plan? Who did you want to be? Who did you want to reach? What is the end game? Why are you here? Why are you here? Which, if your heart is in the right place, you can start to get yourself in the right direction. But going with the flow is not the same thing as having your heart in the right place when it comes to hard decisions. I don't know. It's many faceted answer requiring coordination. And a lot of moving parts to get this homeless population settled, get them supported, get them the care they need. And we're split. We're all left, right, Democrat, Republican, red, blue, black, white. It's all very dissenting. And we have way more in common with each other than we don't. We can see that when we go out in public and just talk with just one person instead of looking for your tribe and trying to match up with whoever it is. You can just talk to one person and see their dreams, their nightmares, what they think about on a day-to-day basis, and find that there's a lot of similarities between the goofy shit that you think and the goofy things they think. Being from the South, I thought there was an extra syllable in paraplegia. It's a person who has paralysis of some of their limbs. I thought it was paraplegic because there's an extra p in the plege, but it's not. It's paraplegic. I didn't know this for a long time. And until you talk to somebody, until you reach out and say something stupid, make mistakes, which, we're told not to make mistakes, especially as nurses, especially in healthcare. Don't make mistakes. Don't. But you learn the most from them, making those mistakes. I went on stage last night and opened with just a ruined mouthgasm and ate garbage. It was a pretty bad set. It was fun to not do well. It wasn't, actually. But that stress, that putting yourself into a mistaken position and trying to work your way out of it is invaluable. It's a hell of a muscle to work. And then I went on to the next set, the next comedy club, and tried again. And I think we can all do that. We can all put ourselves in a position to learn from our mistakes, put our hearts in the right place, and understand that el corazón es puñal contra sangre. It's a fist wrapped in blood. Just keep punching in the right place, punch for the right people. Thank y'all for listening. Have a groovy Tuesday. This is Brad Burns, another Lotek Health Talk.